The story begin. It's been so long. I'm running. When will this end? I feel like I'm stuck in a loop over and over again. Darkness surrounds her. The sound of her own heartbeat echoes louder than her footsteps. Her legs trembling as she pushes herself to keep running, the same twisted landscape repeating like a broken record. She can't remember when she started running or why, but something deep inside her screams that she can't stop. Suddenly, a blinding light pierces through the darkness, flickering unnaturally like static on an old TV screen. Emma reaches out, her heart pounding. What is that? And then, she wakes up. Panting heavily, her sheets drenched in sweat, Emma stares at the ceiling, the pieces of her nightmare slipping away like sand through her fingers. She stumbles out of bed, her legs weak, and heads to the kitchen for a glass of water. Why are you still awake, sweetheart? A soft, warm voice pulls her from her thoughts. She turns to see her mother standing there, her face filled with concern. Emma forces a small, sad smile. Nightmare again, her mother asks, stepping closer. Yes, Mom. Are you stressed about something? Her mother's voice carries genuine worry. No, I don't know. I always wake up from the nightmare, but the moment I'm awake, I forget what it was about. Her mother gently touches her arm. Do you want to sleep in my room? Emma shakes her head softly. I'm fine. You should get some sleep, too. Don't worry about me. Okay, if you say so. Good night, sweetheart. Emma forces another smile, but deep down, something feels off. She just can't explain what. Everything is normal. The next morning. Hello, Carlin speaking. Emma's mother said on her phone. Mom, I'm running late for school. But I'll grab lunch at the canteen. Emma shouts, darting out the door. Her mother puts her phone on hold as she tries to stop her. Wait, just take this sandwich with you. But Emma's already gone. This girl, her mother mutters with a sigh, returning to the kitchen. At school, Ava greets her with a bright smile. Hey, Emma, good morning. Good morning, Ava. Emma replies, panting slightly from running. Here, have some water. Thanks, Ava. Ava chuckles. I told you to wake up early. You're always late and end up running to school. I know, but good morning, ma'am. Students quickly stand as the teacher enters, cutting their conversation short. Then, in the blink of an eye, everything shifts. Emma blinks, confused. She's outside. School's over. She has no memory of the day passing. There's a new bakery shop. Should we check it out? Ava asks cheerfully. But as she turns, she notices Emma has stopped walking, her face pale. What happened? Ava asks. Emma stares blankly. When did school end? Weren't we just in class? Ava frowns. Are you okay? You've been acting weird. Everything's normal, Emma. But something about Ava's voice doesn't feel normal. The words echo unnaturally in Emma's mind. Everything is normal, Emma. Ava repeats herself, her tone becoming robotic, her face glitching like a corrupted video file. Emma, I said everything is normal. Everything is normal. Emma's heart races. Panic floods her veins. She turns and runs. The endless loop. She runs through streets she's known her whole life, except now they seem endless. No matter how far she goes, it feels like she's running in circles. There's no one around. No sound except her pounding footsteps. It's been so long. I'm running. When will this end? I feel like I'm stuck in a loop over and over again. She collapses, her body trembling. A piercing light floods her vision, and voices, faint at first, grow louder. It's getting out of control. Do something. She'll die if this continues. Stop, Dr. Carlin. No, nothing will happen to her. She's my project. How can I fail? Project? Emma's mind reels. Inject her. Make her fall asleep again. Emma's eyes widen as fragmented memories explode in her mind. Ava's funeral, her uncontrollable sobs, guilt crushing her heart. Ava, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have left you. If I'd been there, maybe you wouldn't have died. She sees herself, crying at Ava's funeral, classmates trying to comfort her. Don't blame yourself, Emma. No one knew she'd have that car accident on her way back home. Days later. Emma, do you miss Ava? Her mother asked, her voice deceptively gentle. Emma nodded silently, her grief too heavy for words. Do you want to see her one last time? Emma's head snapped up. What were you talking about, Mom? How could I? Her mother smiled, a smile that didn't reach her eyes. You can. We've developed a new project at the lab. You can meet someone who's already gone. This is the least I can do for you, my daughter. But it wasn't about Emma's grief. It was about the project. About control. Present time. The room was filled with loud noises, machines beeping fast, red lights flashing everywhere. Emma was lying on a cold metal table, her body shaking, her face showing pain. Her eyes kept opening and closing, like she was stuck between being awake and falling into a deep sleep. It's getting out of control. Do something, someone shouted. She'll die if this continues. Stop Dr. Carlin, another voice cried out. But Emma's mother, the woman she trusted, the woman she called Mom, just stood there. She looked scared, not because Emma was in pain, but because her experiment was failing. No, nothing will happen to her. She's my project. How can I fail? Her mother shouted, her voice shaky. Emma's eyes slowly opened. She could feel the truth hitting her like a wave. Flashes of memories rushed through her mind. Ava's death, the strange dreams, the feeling of running in circles. With tears falling down her face, Emma whispered softly, her voice weak but filled with pain. Mom, how could you? Was it because I was never your blood? Those words made the whole room go silent for a moment. In a moment, everyone gasped as Emma's eyes closed and her heartbeat stopped. Her mother stepped back, her face turning pale. No, this can't be. My experiment, it can't fail. IT can't fail. With a loud, agonizing scream, Emma's eyes fly open. She's lying on a hospital bed. Ava and her mother are standing beside her. Emma, are you okay? Ava cries, holding her hand. A doctor approaches, checking her vitals. How are you feeling, Miss Emma? Emma's heart races. Her mind is foggy. Mom? Ava? What happened? Her mother's eyes well up with tears. You suddenly collapsed in front of the school while walking home with Ava. Did I? Emma whispers, tears streaming down her face. She pulls her mother into a tight hug, sobbing uncontrollably. What happened, sweetheart? Did you have a nightmare? Her mother asks softly. Emma wipes her tears, her voice trembling. No, everything is okay now. She looks around, her eyes lingering on Ava's familiar face, her mother's comforting touch. Everything is okay, right? She whispered as her gaze turned towards the hospital window. The world outside flickers, like a blank, broken screen. Then,